Stormgate, hello everyone, it's another Celestial tutorial. This time it's an aggressive opener focused on putting Argent pressure on your opponent while still getting up a natural, so it's not just an all-in, but definitely very aggressive and able to punish your opponent if he's being too greedy. So we start off with 3 prisms and then a 4th prism, lifting the arc ship, floating towards where you think you should put your creation chamber. I put mine on the ramp, but you could be more aggressive and put it over here. You could put it over in your natural so you can form a wall. And we're stuck on 11 workers because remember, if the arc ship is flying, it's not producing prism charges, so you can't even produce the charges, land, and then send them in. You just have to accept that you're stuck on whatever economy you are on. Once this chamber is finished, we obviously rally across the map, build an Argent, land the arc ship, and then throw the surge. It needs 50 energy for a surge, so we land the arc ship, we throw a surge down, then immediately lift the arc ship and continue sending it across the map. And the surge is very potent now. They increased the production speed bonus by 50%. It used to be 100, now it's 150. So zooming Argent production across the map, and it no longer has a penalty either, so very, very nice to do this. As we get towards the opponent's natural, we build a Necrolyte node and another chamber. This Necrolyte node will be turned into an Energizer node whenever I feel safe enough to do that. So say this brute starts chopping up my Argent, I might want to heal from this Necrolyte node. Remember, the arc ship no longer heals anything, it's all in the nodes. So once you realize that you're not going to need the Necrolyte node, you switch it into an Energizer node, which takes 10 seconds, and then it will be able to supply energy to your Argents and your other nodes, very importantly. So it will actually boost your other nodes and help them out. So the bulk of your nodes want to be Energizer nodes, but it will be good to have one Necrolyte node so that you always have heals. And if you have a Judicator node, the attack node, then the energy from your Energizer nodes will help that as well, so it can continue shooting. So MSRM went Iron Vault Expand, not too greedy, not too aggressive, just middle of the road, safe micro opener for Infernals. But one brute able to scout, but not really able to do anything else as long as you've got some Argents nearby. We do want to be as aggressive as possible with the Argents because we see the opponent has a natural. In the meantime, we landed our arc ship and it immediately built this collection array, which only costs power. So as long as we have a couple of power nodes, we can sustain 2 creation chambers and another array, and land the arc ship so it starts producing prism charges and goes into the next array. So being as aggressive as we think we can get away with, jumping into the opponent's main like this because we see he doesn't have many units, using our Argents as well as we can, getting scouting this way, making sure he's honest, he's not teching anywhere, he's just making brutes and gaunts. And keep in mind, these gaunts no longer have Infest, they need Soulbrand Chakrams as an upgrade from the Ritual Chamber in order to get Infest. They used to just start with Infest, so now the defense is much harder for the Infernals. You can see we went back there, we got some energy and some heals from our 2 nodes. And we're able to continue applying pressure here, and the Infernals has to try and muster up enough units to stop us. But even though he's got some nice mining here, he can't defend his natural, so he's just accepting this. He's got 1 Hellborn now, and it doesn't have any other units, so we run and we try and focus that down because we're faster. So if it doesn't have anything in front of it, always jump on the Hellborn. Magmadon is there, we don't really want to walk up the ramp into the stun, so we're happy to kill this natural. We have our own natural here, and we're even starting to mine some Therium. We want 100 Therium, just so that we can get the Argent upgrade, and that will allow us to jump away from Magmadon stuns, jump towards Hellborn, and all around just micro generally. I wasn't paying attention for a second there, and 2 Magmadons are now stomping all over my dreams. But even so, we can lose a bunch of Argents here. We're in a great spot, just because we have a natural up and the opponent doesn't. You can see these Magmadons actually do a lot better than I thought, so they end up killing a bunch more of my Argents. But now the Magmadons are here, and we're able to peck them. Remember, the Necrolyte node is still here, providing infinite healing with these 2 Energizer nodes, helping out the energy situation. And this Magmadon's just getting slowly kited to death. and going down. So you can see the strength of just early Argents here. An early range unit with a backup location here is very strong. We did get a third chamber there, and as soon as we have 100 Therium and the Guardian Nexus is finished, we get the Argent upgrade. I sent all of the Therium workers back to mining here. Emissarum gets his base up. You can still shoot your own buildings for energy, so that's what I'm doing. And I will turn, at least I would expect 2 of these nodes into Energizer nodes and have 1 Gracelite node just for the healing. Because as I say, the Energizer nodes are able to, like this, top up the Gracelite nodes. So the Energizer nodes are kind of like the backbone of your building economy here. So I'm just trying to get some energy here, shooting my own buildings. I've got the Heaven Step upgrade now, so I'm able to jump on these Hellborn if I get the chance. Otherwise, we turn off the power shot on the Argents and start shooting the Imps. Don't want to waste those power shots. You see there, the Hellborn getting jumped on and melted. These Argents got kind of lost in the Imps. I need to turn the Energizer shot, power shot, back on the Argents, and we just absolutely melt these Hellborn. And now the Imps. And there it is. GG is called because Emissarum just lost all of his units. So much money on those Hellborn, and we were able to just jump on and kill them, right? So very strong, aggressive opener here. Still able to get up a natural. It doesn't have to be here. You could have built it back in your natural or taken even a third behind this. The idea is just having these early Argents with the backbone of Energizer nodes to fall back to and 1 Gracelite node to top them all up on health. Getting the upgrades so that you can maneuver the Argents even better and getting value out of them that way. Remember, you can actually sell all of your buildings here, turn them into morph cores, get some but not all of the money back for doing that, and bring all of those morph cores back onto your side of the map and construct stuff there with those. So Cell has quite a few options with this kind of playstyle. I'm very excited to see what other players cook up and make work against Infernals and Vanguard. And generally just pretty excited to see how this patch goes. But there it is, an aggressive Celestial opener, leveraging the new mechanics here with the power banks. Sorry, they're not called power banks anymore, they're called nodes, Energizer nodes, and Gracelite nodes. But pretty cool stuff in my opinion. We'll see if it's oppressive or not. I did play against Emissarum a few times doing this kind of stuff, and he managed to hold it about half the time. It just depended on how he opened, how the early interactions with the Argents went. I don't think it's quite clear if this is oppressive or terrible yet. It just seems to be like a solid way of playing. As I say, especially because you can sell these buildings now and send them back home. So that's all for me though, guys. I hope you enjoyed this aggressive Celestial tutorial, and I will see you guys next time. Like and subscribe.